Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Music Theory Mondays. Today we're going to be doing a harmonic analysis of a Beatles tune. Alright? I've chosen just a small excerpt of the song Yesterday, and it was written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. I'm sure everybody's heard Yesterday. It's essentially in the key of F major. The part we're going to look at, it's the beginning of the B section, and I'm going to put it up on screen so you can follow along. The first chord is the E minor 7. The second chord is the A7, okay? And the third chord is the D minor 7. Or I'm sorry, the D minor. Getting ahead of myself here. D minor. So E minor 7, A7, D minor. Now, as I stated previous, we're in the key of F. But there's no A7 in the key of F. A7 is a dominant chord. It's a 5 chord, right? What key contains an A7? Well, D major contains an A7. Right? It's the 5th note of D major. Or the parallel minor of D minor also could contain an A7 if it were made into the harmonic minor version of itself, okay? The reason I'm choosing these 3 chords to start off is because what we're creating here is a 2-5-1 in the key of D minor. The E minor 7 is the 2, the A7 is the 5, and the D minor is the 1. And that's a very popular jazz chord progression. And the Beatles are using it to create a change in the flow from F major to the relative minor of D minor. Okay, so a 2-5-1 in D minor starts it out for the B section. We're actually followed by a C chord. Now, it's not a C7, so we're not going to assume it's the 5 of F. It's just a C major triad. I'm going to call it the 7 chord, the major 7 chord in the key of D minor. So we have a 2-5-1-7 in the key of D minor. The next chord is the B flat. Now the B flat is present in the F major and the D minor, but since we're still in the D minor flow, we're going to call that the 6 chord. Okay? So now we have a 2-5-1-7-6 in the key of D minor, which again is the relative minor of F major, which is the home key for the song Yesterday. The next chord is another D minor slash A. That's a slash chord. All that means is that you're playing a D minor chord with an A in the bass. And of course the A is the 5th of the D minor. And I did a video on slash chords recently, so if you need to understand what that is, you can go check that out. 3 more chords. And these 3 go together just like the first 3 or 4 did. This is a G minor 6. Now the 6 is just the 6th note, right? So the G minor is a G, B flat, D. The G minor 6 is a G, B flat, D, E. Okay? Nothing fancy about that. The G6, the G minor 6 just adds a little bit of color. Okay? The next chord is the C7, which is the 5 of F, and the last chord is F. So, just a quick recap. The song Yesterday by the Beatles is in the home key of F major, but it toggles between F major and the relative minor D major. And again, if you're not familiar with relative keys, I've also done a video on that. Go to the Music Theory Mondays playlist and check that out. So 2-5-1 in D minor, and then ending the phrase in a 2-5-1 in F major. And that's the basis for what I wanted to talk about today. Just showing the intermingling of the relative keys within one song, or within one part of a song. And the thing that makes it very obvious that the first chunk, the E minor 7, A7 to D minor, is actually in D minor, is because that A7 is the 5 of D minor. It resolves it. Likewise, the last 3 chord part of the progression, that G minor to C7 to F, is again a 2-5-1, but that C7 is the 5 of F, making it the dominant resolution back to the 1 of F. Dominant chords are everything. They contain the tritone. They contain all the drama. They hold all the power. They're super active. They're super functional. And anytime you see one, it's going to be a telltale sign as to what key you're in, or at least, where you are in relation to the progression you're at. I hope that made sense. Hope you guys are enjoying learning stuff. Like, subscribe, leave comments, and have a great day.